How do you see the trajectory of these revolutions? Do you see that they might be subdued? Are they going to expand to open the civil society? Where do you think it's going to go in a length of time?
Sure, it is. Of course, it is very hard to predict how things will develop. We have some good experiences, positive experiences, and we have an experiences of post-revolutionary cases where the outcome is not particularly very encouraging. Yeah? And in the case of Arab revolutions, we've got to see. I mean, so far, I would say that in the case of Tunisia, the news is not bad at all. I mean, there is kind of a steady attempt on the part of the civil society and the government in order to open up and build civil society organizations, and in the long run to democratize, both at the societal level, the social level, and also at the legal institution level. In the case of Egypt, also there are some good signs. Of course, there are still anxiety about the change because still you need to have new constitutions, a new really democratic parliament, and democratically elected presidents. These things have not happened yet. They have been scheduled to happen, but in the meantime there is an anxiety and some kind of a nervousness. But in the meantime, they are trying to organize themselves, and there are a variety of social movements and organizations by the poor, by women, by youth, political parties, and so on, which one can observe today, which reflect, in a sense, a revolutionary mood in the country.
Two more questions, and thanks for your time again.
Sure.
One is about Libya. Can you analyze for us Libya? Because at one part of it is they are people actually uprising against a dictator, and then there's the imperialist powers that are coming in to help them, and that's just creating some sort of confusion for those who are pro this democracy movement.
Yes. I think Libyan case is extremely complex. I think it's a somewhat unfortunate, case of paving this kind of warlike and civil warlike trajectory. Of course, it began with a peaceful demonstration on the part of a large number of Libyans who wanted a real change in the polity, of Libya. But the response was horrible violence on the part of the state, and the outcome has been, of course, the creation of a new council, a revolutionary council in Benghazi, and armed struggle, basically, a revolutionary sort of war. And of course, there's the incredible violence that has been unleashed on the part of the Libyan regime. But then the question was what to do. One would wish that there could have been some kind of many Arab Che Guevaras or a mass sort of Arab solidarity movement. People moving into that kind of would remind me of Spanish Civil War, when a lot of sort of revolutionaries would go there and help out. In the case of Libya, unfortunately, we haven't seen this. Perhaps people are busy with their own revolutions, in their own countries. So the alternative, of course, has been now the involvement of NATO. And I do hope that soon this conflict will be resolved and somewhat to the benefit of people. We have got to see then what happens after the resolution of the conflict. Because when you have this kind of militarization of a revolution, the danger is that the new regime also might be militarized. and this is not really good, in a sense, for the future of democracy in the country. But this is something which has been really imposed on the destiny, in a sense, of this country by people like Gaddafi.
Any last word you would like to add? Anything? Any advice?
Well, let's hope that, I only just hope that these revolutions will go on, and I am somewhat hopeful that this will be, you know, an extremely positive, I think, episode in the history of modern, really, Middle East. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where can we find your articles, your writings?
I think I would say that probably the best thing would be on the websites. Yes.
What's your website?
Oh, I don't have a website, but into
Google
Google, my name, there should be some.
Thank you
pleasure.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Bayat.
Okay, all the
I
best.
surely appreciate it.
No
Merci.
problem. Pleasure.